Welcome to the 2-Minute Disciple Podcast with your host, Nick Euler. 2 minutes of discovery leads to a lifetime of following Jesus. Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. I'm Nick, and it's great to be with you today. We have a special guest reader today, Adam Tomlinson. Adam is the lead minister at Westwood Christian Church in Madison, Wisconsin. Adam grew up in Illinois and Wisconsin before going to Milligan College, where he met his wife, Lauren. They have been in ministry since 2014, and they have 3 children, Nathanael, Caleb, and Junia. I used to play church softball with his dad, and so I remember Adam in the stroller at the softball games. Oh boy, I'm feeling a little old here. Anyway, at the end of this episode, Adam and I will talk about the chapter, which is Mark chapter 4. So, let's dive in.
He went back to teaching by the sea. A crowd built up to such a great size that he had to get into an offshore boat, using the boat as a pulpit as the people pushed to the water's edge. He taught by using stories, many stories. Listen, what do you make of this? A farmer planted seed. As he scattered the seed, some of it fell on the road and birds ate it. Some fell in the gravel. It sprouted quickly but did not put down roots. So when the sun came up, it withered just as quickly. Some fell in the weeds. As it came up, it was strangled among the weeds, and nothing came of it. Some fell on good earth and came up with a flourish, producing a harvest exceeding his wildest dreams. Are you listening to this? Really listening? When they were off by themselves, those who were close to him, along with the 12, asked about the stories. He told them, "You've been given insight into God's kingdom. You know how it works. But to those who can't see it yet, everything comes in stories, creating readiness, nudging them toward a welcome awakening. These are people whose eyes are open but don't see a thing, whose ears are open but don't understand a word, who avoid making an about face and getting forgiven." He continued, "Do you see how this story works? All my stories work this way. The farmer plants the word. Some people are like the seed that falls on the hardened soil of the road. No sooner do they hear the word than Satan snatches away what has been planted in them. Some are like the seed that lands in the gravel. When they first hear the word, they respond with great enthusiasm. But there is such shallow soil of character that when the emotions wear off and some difficulty arrives, there is nothing to show for it. The seed cast in the weeds represents those who hear the kingdom news but are overwhelmed with worries about all the things they have to do and all the things they want to get. The stress strangles what they heard, and nothing comes of it. But the seed planted in the good earth represents those who hear the word, embrace it, and produce a harvest beyond their wildest dreams." Jesus went on, "Does anyone bring a lamp home and put it under a bucket or beneath the bed? Don't you put it on the table or on the mantle? We're not keeping secrets, we're telling them. We're not hiding things, we're bringing them out into the open. Are you listening to this? Really listening? Listen carefully to what I am saying and be wary of the shrewd advice that tells you how to get ahead in the world on your own. Giving, not getting, is the way. Generosity begets generosity. Stinginess impoverishes." Then Jesus said, "God's kingdom is like seed thrown on a field by a man who goes to bed and forgets about it. The seed sprouts and grows. He has no idea how it happens. The earth does it all without his help. First a green stem of grass, then a bud, then the ripened grain. When the grain is fully formed, he reaps. Harvest time." How can we picture God's kingdom? What kind of story can we use? It's like an acorn. When it lands on the ground, it is quite small as seeds go. Yet once it is planted, it grows into a huge oak tree with thick branches, and eagles nest in it. With many stories like these, he presented his message to them, fitting the stories to their experience and maturity. He was never without a story when he spoke. When he was alone with his disciples, he went over everything, sorting out the tangles, untying the knots. Late that day, he said to them, "Let's go across to the other side." They took him in the boat as he was. Other boats came along. A huge storm came up. Waves poured into the boat, threatening to sink it, and Jesus was in the stern, head on a pillow, sleeping. They roused him, saying, "Teacher, is it nothing to you that we are going down?" "Awake now," he told the wind to pipe down, and said to the sea, "Quiet, settle down." The wind ran out of breath. The sea became smooth as glass. Jesus reprimanded the disciples. "Why are you such cowards? Don't you have any faith at all?" They were in absolute awe, staggered. "Who is this, anyway?" they asked. "Wind and sea at his beck and call."
Well, thank you for reading today, Adam. What really stuck out to you about this chapter?
I'm always humbled by the reminder that Jesus gives his disciples that the work that is done by God, that it's not about my shrewdness or the best advice that I can have. I love that little tiny parable in the middle of that chapter where he says the man throws seed into the field and it grows on its own and he has no idea how it grows. I think that too often I want to see step to step to step of either the growth of God in my life or in the life of somebody else. And I think that a lot of times the growth in my life has come without me even realizing it's there until I look back and think, oh, that was growth.
Yeah. I liked what it says in verse 34. When he was alone with his disciples, he went over everything, sorting out the tangles, untying the knots. I thought that was just great because a lot of times that's kind of how it is we have all these tangled, things that we're learning from Jesus. It's kind of tangled and knotted, and to have Jesus kind of straighten all that out and bring it together for you, that really helped.
And I especially, thank you for drawing that out. I especially like, my temptation as a wannabe academic is that when I have tangles and knots that I reach for my library, I reach for a shelf, I reach for an article in some kind of journal. But Jesus is the one who untangles those knots most effectively, right? So thank you for bringing that out because it is just such a great reminder of where the best advice comes from, right? Is Jesus.
Yeah. And really that's why I started this podcast, was just to get us to spend time with Jesus, to rub shoulders with him, to allow his words. And, if we want to be like, the scripture tells us that we're going to become like Jesus, that we're being remade into the image of Jesus. Well, what is that image? And a lot of us don't spend a lot of time in the Gospels taking time to see what Jesus did, how he taught, that untying the knot, all that stuff. We kind of miss it. We know the stories of Jesus, but we don't always get to spend time. And so that's really why I created this, was to give us time to spend with Jesus and let him untie those knots for us.
Well, it's a great goal. It's a great reason to start a podcast, because that's something I think we all need to do more of, is just realize that we can go straight to Jesus, and sometimes we go to Jesus and he presents us with there's a knot here I didn't realize there was. But Jesus is the one who can untangle those knots for all of us.
Thank you again for reading today. Just really enjoyed having you a part of the podcast. So
my pleasure.
Thank you so much for reading. Thanks for listening today. Share the podcast on social media. Check out our brand new YouTube channel. Support the podcast, and I will see you back here tomorrow.